Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Falco K9TV. Now, hopefully this will be a once-a-week type of thing that we'll be showing you what's going on in the exciting world of police dogs, detection dogs, pet dogs, that type of thing. Now, this episode this week is going to be about detection dogs, and what I wanted to talk to you about is that there's many opportunities for you out there at home to involve yourself in some type of detection dog program. You don't have to be a police officer to get involved in detection dog work, because there's, in addition to explosive detection, narcotics detection, we train dogs here at Falco K9 Academy to find mold in people's homes and in buildings and churches and schools. The dogs actually find the hidden mold behind the drywall, where you would have to drill or knock out a wall to find out what's going on there. The dog will help you locate those areas, so you don't have to knock down all the walls in the home, so that you can use the dog to help you focus in a specific area to help you find the problems. This is good for home inspectors and mold inspectors in the industry of buildings and that type of thing. Termite detection dogs, same thing. Try to help you find the termites that are in the walls hidden behind the drywall and the wood and the stucco and that type of thing, where you would have to actually knock down a wall. Arson detection, involved in obviously insurance companies or the fire department. We now have cell phone detection dogs that work in the correctional facilities, and bed bug dogs that work in hotels, motels, cruise ships, that type of thing, that help to find those little critters that irritate you when you go on vacation and that type of thing. So there are plenty of opportunities for you guys to work with your dogs or a dog that you purchase that is able to do the detection work for you. Now, one of the important things that you're going to look for when you're trying to find somebody to help you get into this industry is obviously a reputable vendor, a reputable trainer that will assist you in making sure that you and your dog are effective in the detection dog industry. One thing you want to make sure to look for is you want somebody with experience, somebody that's been around the detection dog field for a period of time, hopefully working in the industry with a dog, such as myself. I was a detection dog handler for the city of Anaheim as a police officer. Later on, we got involved in restructuring the detection dogs over at Disneyland, Long Beach Memorial Medical Center, those types of things, and we got involved in certification. One of the things that happened to us that really was a big boom for us was that we had a big part in starting the World Detector Dog organization, along with Steve Yerger and David Latimer, and the vice president and president of the World Detector Dog organization. They've allowed us to come in there as a master trainer and certifier, and we've been able to certify dogs in all the industries that we just mentioned. Another thing that you want to look for in a vendor trainer is somebody that uses many techniques, not just one technique. In other words, does the person just use maybe cinder blocks to teach the dog how to recognize and imprint the odors? Or do they use the Dutch boxes like we have back here, and that's all they use, or maybe even scent walls or that type of thing? If you go into their facility or you ask them about their training, ask them what it is that they use to train the odors and to train you as a handler. You don't want to get stuck also only at their facility. If all the training only takes place at their facility, I can tell you one thing for sure: if they do work and if they are doing the job of detecting the odor that you're being trained, they may just do it only at that location. Your training really has to take place out into the field in which you're going to be working. So your trainer should be able to take you to other buildings. If you're an explosive narcotics detection dog, you should be going to tow yards or finding cars that are, you're able to hide your narcotics or explosives on, and actually search vehicles outside of the office. If you're using the same car, the same training location, the same training aids, Dutch boxes, cinder blocks, PVC piping that's in a row on a piece of plank, and that type of thing, if that's the only thing you're doing or will be doing in your training, you're probably not going to have the most effective dog that you possibly can have. For the handlers that are watching this that are interested in narcotics or explosive detection, make sure that your vendor is licensed with both the Alcohol, Tobacco, Firearms, and Explosives Administration to handle high explosives so that you and your dog are training on the real thing. You do not want to have a diet of working with substances that are not real explosives. Same thing with a narcotics dog. Make sure that your vendor is licensed with the Drug Enforcement Administration to handle real narcotics. Marijuana, methamphetamine, cocaine, heroin, ecstasy, those types of real narcotics. You do not want to make a diet of training with pseudo-narcotics. Train with the real thing. Also, make sure that your vendor is carrying liability insurance. Anything can happen during dog training. Slip and fall accidents to suddenly the dog getting confused and becoming defensive and possibly biting you, even your own dog, and disabling you or something like that. So you want to make sure that you are protected by ensuring that your trainer vendor has liability insurance to cover such incidents. This is really important too if they are worthy of maintaining a valid ATF DEA license. You're probably dealing with a pretty reputable vendor or trainer. If they don't have those licenses, then something's wrong. They don't not have the ability to get them for one reason or another, and so that should be looked at as suspicious or concern that your vendor is not able to maintain or even get a license through either one of those administrations. The background investigation on both of those is pretty intense. Now, also, you want to look for is what kind of selection program do they have for finding the right dog for the job. Now, I have to warn you that your dog that you have at home may not be the best dog for the job. Make sure that they have an evaluation that you can take the dog to test your dog for the ability to be a detection dog in your whatever industry it is you want to get involved in. Essentially, all detection is fairly the same. So the tests for an explosive detection dog or a bed bug dog are probably going to be pretty much the same. You want a dog that hunts, has a strong desire to hunt, and if you're using a toy reward system, has a strong desire to play with a toy, that you can throw that toy past a bowl of dog food and water and a female in heat, and the dog will chase the toy. If you're using food reward, same thing goes for the food. Your dog has to have an extra little bit of desire to have that food over a bunch of other things. That's not to say that we haven't been able to make some dogs fairly effective that don't have an over-the-top desire, but it's much more preferred that you have a dog that is over the top. I like the dogs that are over the top. Surely we've had some dogs that are very effective that are not crazy about the toy or not crazy about food, but love it enough to accept it as a reward for getting the job done. As a matter of fact, I've had some dogs that are just so high in the search, in the hunt, they love hunting so much that you can throw them the reward or give them the food and they'll look at it and then keep on searching because the hunt is what it's all about. So we have seen those instances where the toy or the food is not the ultimate goal, but hunting and finding is the ultimate goal. So, but those are some of the things you want to look for. Is your trainer, vendor intelligent enough or versed enough in that field in order to find either your dog as the most effective dog that's you can find for you, or does he need to go help you find another dog that will do the job for you? All right, so those are some of the things you want to look for. If you have any questions, you can contact us here at Falco Canine Academy and Falco K9TV at 714-990-9010, or at our website, www, of course, FalcoK9Academy.com. That's Falco, the letter K, the number 9, Academy.com. Hope you enjoyed this episode of Falco K9TV, and hope to see you next week. All right, take care.